So, based on persistent and credible leaks, the upcoming Sony A7R VI represents precisely such a moment, a potential new beginning for high-resolution hybrid photography. While Sony remains officially silent, the coalescing rumors paint a picture of a camera designed to shatter previous limitations, blending staggering resolution with unprecedented speed and versatility, fundamentally altering what creators can expect from the Sony A7R VI. Let's discuss more. For years, the A7R series has been synonymous with extreme detail, catering to landscape photographers, studio professionals, and anyone demanding the utmost in image fidelity. The A7R V, with its impressive 61-megapixel sensor, set a high bar. The A7R VI, however, is expected to propel resolution into territory previously dominated by significantly larger and more expensive medium-format systems. The most consistent rumor points to an 80-megapixel full-frame Exmor RBSICMOS sensor. This represents a substantial 31% leap over its predecessor. This sensor, leveraging backside illuminated technology, promises not just more pixels but better pixels, enhancing light-gathering efficiency, expanding dynamic range, and improving performance in challenging low-light situations. The implication is profound. The ability to capture intricate details in complex scenes like never before on a 35mm size sensor, offering a compelling, more portable alternative to bulkier medium-format options for many professionals. While an earlier, tantalizing rumor suggested an even more extreme 100-megapixel sensor, the 80-megapixel figure appears more grounded, likely representing Sony's calculated balance between groundbreaking resolution and practical usability concerning file sizes, processing demands, and heat generation. Handling the torrential data flow from this high-resolution sensor necessitates formidable processing power. The A7R VI is almost certain to incorporate Sony's latest BIONZXR image processor, augmented by dual dedicated AI processing units. This computational trio will be the engine driving the camera's performance. Expect significantly faster overall operation, including quicker menu navigation and image review. Crucially, it will enable responsive, continuous shooting speeds. While the A7R V managed a respectable 10 frames per second, the A7R VI is rumored to push towards 12 FPS using the mechanical shutter and potentially 15 FPS in electronic shutter mode. However, the sheer volume of data from 80-megapixel files, especially in uncompressed RAW formats, will inevitably test buffer depths, a key practical consideration for action shooters. Where these AI processors promise a revolutionary impact is in autofocus. Building on Sony's already industry-leading real-time tracking and IAF, the A7R VI is expected to introduce a significantly enhanced AI-driven autofocus system. This could mean even faster, more tenacious subject acquisition and tracking, improved performance in low light, potentially expanded subject recognition, and markedly refined accuracy for wildlife and sports photography. This evolution points towards a camera that doesn't just capture immense detail, but does so with remarkable speed and precision. Stability is paramount when extracting maximum detail from such a high-resolution sensor, as even minute vibrations become glaringly apparent. The A7R VI is anticipated to build upon the Sony A7R V's robust 5-axis in-body image stabilization, potentially elevating performance to approximately 8.5 stops of compensation. This enhanced stabilization would be a game-changer for handheld shooting in low-light conditions, when using telephoto lenses, or for videographers seeking silky smooth motion without a gimbal. An improved active mode could further optimize stabilization during walking or dynamic movement, making the camera vastly more versatile for run-and-gun scenarios. Video capabilities represent another area where the A7R VI is rumored to make significant strides, further cementing its hybrid credentials. While the A7R V offered 8K recording, the A7R VI is expected to push boundaries with support for 8K video at 30p and 60p, alongside high frame rate 4K recording at up to 120p, likely utilizing oversampling for superior sharpness. This positions it as a serious tool for filmmakers demanding high-resolution capture and cinematic slow motion. Professional workflows will be catered for with features like 10-bit 422 internal recording, S-Log 3 Gamma for maximum dynamic range, and S-Cinetone for rich, pleasing out-of-camera color. The potential for 16-bit raw video output via HDMI is another compelling rumor, offering unparalleled grading flexibility. However, the elephant in the room is thermal management. Processing 8K 60p, especially from an 80-megapixel sensor, generates immense heat. How Sony addresses this, potentially through passive cooling enhancements, redesigned heat sinks, or intelligent throttling algorithms, will be critical to the camera's real-world video utility. Sustained recording without overheating warnings will be a major determinant of its success among videographers. Physically, the A7R VI is likely to retain the A7R V's proven magnesium alloy chassis, renowned for its durability. However, subtle ergonomic refinements are anticipated, potentially including a deeper grip for more secure handling during extended shoots or a redesigned button layout for improved intuitive control. The 3.2-inch 4-axis multi-angle touchscreen LCD and stunning 9.44 million electronic viewfinder with a 120 Hz refresh rate are expected to carry over, providing an exceptional user experience for both stills, composition, and video monitoring, offering clarity and fluidity even when tracking fast action. Storage demands for 80-megapixel stills and 8K video are immense. The A7R VI will almost certainly feature dual-card slots, supporting both high-speed CFX Press Type A cards and UHS-2 SD cards. Positioning and price are crucial factors. The Sony A7R V launched at $3,900. Given the significant upgrades expected, the 80-megapixel sensor, enhanced processing, improved IBIS, and advanced video features, the A7R VI is widely rumored to command a premium, likely priced between $3,999 and $4,499. This positions it firmly as a professional investment, competing directly with high-end offerings from Canon and Nikon, and even encroaching on the value proposition of entry-level medium-format systems like Fujifilm's GFX series. Its advantage lies in offering comparable or superior resolution within a more compact, versatile, and speed-oriented full-frame package. However, this price point inevitably raises questions about its accessibility for serious enthusiasts, potentially pushing them towards the excellent but lower resolution Sony A7 IV or previous A7R models. And about the release date, Sony might just announce this one in late 2025. A fascinating strategic question looms. Will the FX series eclipse the A7R line? Sony's cinema-focused FX cameras have blurred the lines, offering impressive video features, RAW output, and modular designs. If the A7R VI leans heavily into professional video with 8K/60p, it risks cannibalizing its FX siblings. Conversely, if it remains primarily a stills powerhouse with enhanced video as a bonus, Sony might eventually consolidate high-resolution cinema efforts under the FX banner. The inclusion of 8K 60p, a feature absent even in the popular FX3, strongly suggests Sony believes in the A7R line's continued relevance for hybrid creators, at least for now. The A7R VI seems poised to appeal powerfully to photographers who demand ultimate resolution but also require competent, high-end video capabilities, rather than videographers seeking a dedicated cinema camera. The Sony A7R VI, therefore, represents far more than a simple model update. It signifies a potential new beginning in high-resolution imaging. If Sony successfully executes this ambitious vision, balancing groundbreaking specs with real-world usability, the Sony A7R VI could fundamentally reshape expectations for what a high-resolution mirrorless camera can achieve, marking a definitive new chapter for creators. Thanks for watching.